Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today is your 21 card Gypsy Tarot Love Spread. Now I'm not doing singles and couples anymore, it's just too much. I am doing your 21 card Gypsy Tarot Love Spread, but additional cards that I'm going to be adding now as well for the 21 card Gypsy Tarot Love Spread is the Romance Angels. Advice picking one card from the Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue, and also the Guardian Angels Tarot cards. I think that's the right one I should be using. No, I don't think it is. Is it the right one? Yeah, I think it might be the right one that I should be using, that one, yeah. I'll use it if I feel it's necessary. Yeah, I'll use it if I feel it's necessary to use. But I'm not sure about using that one. I thought that was a romance. I'm sure I have another romance deck, but we're definitely going to pull this additional card from here just to give some additional advice. And if I feel that some of you guys need healing, we'll use the healing with the angels card as well, all right, for some additional, you know, support from the angels. Right, so what we're going to do, and possibly as well, we might use the psychic. It just depends. I'll pull additional cards from, you know, some of these other decks that I never use but are there for a reason, just in case I feel that it's needed in the reading. Depends on how the reading goes. And this is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck by John Holland. Right, for your reading, Scorpio, I'm using the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti for this one. I've got 2 deck packs of this and I haven't used it in quite a while, but this is such a beautiful deck. I thought it'd be really nice to use. Let's open this up. We want to see what's coming in love-wise for Scorpio. What could be coming in for some of you Scorpios in the month of February 2017. Now, your general reading was very kind of love-based as well. But, you know, general readings are general readings. Some of the readings focus on, you know, spirituality, what you need to do for self-improvement in the month. You know, sometimes the reading will turn out to be love, and it definitely turned out to be love for Scorpio. In this month, it was kind of like a little bit of a bittersweet reading, but it was definitely that for Scorpio for February 2017. So, you know, just because it's love on that reading, I'm still doing a love reading because that reading could have turned out to be anything. It just so happened to be, and this is a reading that is completely focused on love. So, Universe Spirit, show me. What can you see coming in for Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs? Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs for their love lives in the month of February 2017. Show me Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs. Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs and their love lives in the month of February 2017. Show me in a 21 card Gypsy Tarot spread. 7 areas, please. Emotional and mental state around their love lives, their present situations, their hopes and desires for love, Scorpio, Sun, and Rising signs, their expectations concerning their love lives, anything that's hidden that might be coming in at some point in terms of love for Scorpio. What should be coming in sort of mid-February, end of February? And show me the overall outcome, where their love lives are heading in the month of February 2017. Show me. Okay, so we've shuffled the cards. We're going to split the deck into 3. We're going to collect it back up. And what we're going to do, Scorpio, is we're going to start laying. Pardon me if you can see my dressing gown this morning. I'm a typical Scorpio man. It's early morning and I always start work early in the morning. I've got lots of personals on, but I really wanted to try and get some of these Gypsy Tarot love spreads done, so I thought I would start with Scorpio. It's a beautiful deck of cards, this is. 5, 6. And I'm doing it on the big table because it just makes sense to try and do these readings on a bigger space than the sort of office table behind me. picture. As you can see, I don't really know what the cards are, because I haven't seen them yet. I love working from this big table because it's just better in terms of getting all the cards down, and that is just lovely. It's a nice space to work from. Right, so this is your special February 2017 love reading. Remember, we're going to back up some of this reading with advice from the angels. We'll choose a deck of cards, maybe a couple from Doreen Virtue's wonderful cards if we need them in certain areas. Let's have a look at what your mental and emotional state is around your love lives. And this is for singles and couples, okay? We'll see if couples fit in with this. Usually it's harder reading for couples because if you're in a settled relationship, usually a lot of people want to know what's happening in their love lives if they're out of a relationship or their relationship's not going so good. Let's have a look what's around your mental and emotional state. So this is the crowning area when you get the top area, Scorpio, and this kind of tells me that some of you guys are trying to move on. You've got the Six of Swords here, and the Six of Swords is a beautiful card because it can mean, you know, you've got the swords that are, and they're not even in front of this person's face. You've got 3 swords behind her, 3 swords in front of her, so she's kind of midway, I feel. Swords represent ideas, communication, speech. They're air energy, so a lot of this is to do with our thoughts and our ideas and our beliefs. And to me, she has some ideas with those 3 swords behind her and some are still in front of her, but they're not clouding her view, which is great. So it means that for me, her ideas aren't as such getting in the way of things. On the Rider-Waite, you see the swords are nearly blocking the guy's view, and he's having to turn his head away from the sword so he can get a clearer picture. He's trying to avoid his thoughts. He's trying to you know the saying goes that we let our thoughts get in the way. We let our thoughts block us from moving forward. Well, this lady here, for me, isn't allowing her thoughts to block her. She's moving forward. She's trying to overcome something. So I feel the mental and emotional state for Scorpio in February is trying to move on from a situation here. Six of Swords, I mean, it's a generic term when we say with the Six of Swords you're moving on, and it is in effect, it can be that you're moving on, but also this card can be there are certain cards within the tarot that have extraordinarily, pit cards I mean, this isn't a major, it's a pip. So there are certain pit cards which is really interesting within the tarot. It's fascinating how some of them have such long-lasting effects. Cards like the Three of Swords, Ten of Swords, they seem to be the sword cards. Because the swords cards represent our ideas, communication, hurt, fight, affliction, conflict. These are the things that seem to wound people and stay with them for the longer amount of time, the longest amount of time. The Six of Swords can just stay with you forever. You can still be trying to overcome that soulmate or that person that you lost or that person that, you had an end of a relationship with. So this is a very, very long-lasting energy. But it seems to be the crowning thought area. And when we get the crowning area, it's your aspirations, it's your goals, it's what you're thinking, it's what you aspire to do, it's your ideas. This is the area here, and the area here should manifest as what's going on here. Now, because this is your mental and emotional state, what you're trying to do here mentally, this is the mental area here, and this is how it manifests in reality. And the reality, this is the root of the cause. This is what's caused this situation here, but it's manifesting. The cause here, the root cause in this final card should really be manifesting through to this one, being your ideas. So your ideas really here, the crowning area, it should be rooted in something that happened here. This area here is very intrinsic, the root cause of the situation, to what you're thinking here, your crowning ideas, and how things are manifesting as a result of that. I hope that makes sense to you, Scorpio. So we can see that you're trying to overcome a situation, trying to get a clearer view as well with the Six of Swords, Scorpio. You're trying to understand something a little bit more. It's taking time, but you're getting there with the Six of Swords. So mentally and emotionally, I feel that you're going through perhaps in February some form of a cleansing period with that Six of Swords, or you're just sort of coming out of one because we're going into February. I feel that you're still in that cleansing period. Okay, we know that in your general readings, a lot of you guys were setting new intentions. For the February general reading, there was somebody that was still on your mind, Scorpio, and you were trying to cut this person out, but they were still very much there. But I feel that you're trying to overcome this individual in February 2017. 2017. Let's have a look at how this is manifesting. So what's your actual mental and emotional? Well, we've got the Nine of Swords here. Jeez, why have we got them? Oh, for fuck's sake. I feel that you are trying to move on. Mentally and emotionally, you're trying to move on. But I feel that it's causing you some issues because you've still got this Nine of Swords going on here. And we could see that you were feeling very intense. There's an intense commitment with you and somebody else in your general reading, Scorpio. And I feel that this is why you are the way that you are here. Mentally and emotionally, the Six of Swords. Now, the Six of Swords is no promise of overcoming anything. You know, I've heard so many readers say, oh, well, the Six of Swords, it means that you're going to move on, you're going to be fine. That is no promise of being fine. This is why the Six of Swords is a pit card. It has one of those long-lasting energies like a major. There are certain pit cards that act as major cards, and this is definitely one of them. Because this can last a lifetime. You can still be trying to get over someone, get over the hurt or the pain of a situation. You can still be midway between feeling okay and not feeling okay. That's what the Six of Swords is. 1 minute you feel that you can see everything so clearly, and the next minute it's like, actually I'm still being drawn back to this. I can't get this person off my mind. 1 minute I feel fine and the next minute I don't feel so fine. And that's why, you know, this could have gone either way, this mental and emotional, the crowning area around this, your mental thoughts, what's your ideas. This could have gone either way, could have manifested either way with that Nine of Swords. It says to me that because this is about midway, Six of Swords, in between. To me, Six of Swords is where you're in between the rationale of a situation and your feelings. So you're kind of 1 moment, I'm okay, I'm thinking about this logically, and the next minute, well, I'm not okay, I'm still in love with this individual, I still feel something. Depends what area you're on, and it seems to me you're still in it, because you've got the Nine of Swords. Mentally and emotionally, you're feeling, there's something exhausting you, or it's making you feel quite tired. For some of you guys, it might be even making you feel quite depressed, because I feel that you're still not there yet. You're trying. Six of Swords is showing here. You're definitely trying. You want to move on. Your crowning ideas are, I want to move on from a situation here. But it's manifesting as you can't just yet, because you've got the Nine of Swords showing here, mentally and emotionally. And what's this rooted in? What's the cause of this? Well, the Sun. And that's interesting. Sun can mean a Leo person, but it can also mean somebody who had a great effect on your life. You get cards like the Sun, the Chariot, the Emperor. These are very much leader types. So it might be with the Sun card, what it's trying to explain to us is that the person who's responsible for you being this, it's also that something has become very apparent to you here. There's a sense of enlightenment with the Sun card. We can't always read cards in terms of their general meanings. You really can't. It's just impossible, you know. I don't feel that you're upset because, I mean, you know, the Nine of Swords, how do we read that? Do we read it as a cleansing period? Whew, I would have imagined judgment would have come here more than anything else if you had really truly gotten over something here with the Sun, feeling a sense of renewal. Because, the root issue is the Sun, and it's feeding through to your mental thoughts being the Six of Swords. I feel that with the Sun card, it's about, you know what you've got to do. You understand fully the situation. You're completely clear. The Sun is not just about, oh, well, I feel great, or I feel a sense of optimism or positivity. The Sun will sometimes show up when you're actually quite clear on a situation. There's real clarity. Remember, the Sun is the positive copy of the Moon. The Moon often shows up in readings when we are only seeing things in one way, or where we're having a reaction that is not so apparent. There's no real transparency with the Moon. Sometimes it means that you are completely involved in your own emotions, so emotional about a situation that you're not seeing the wood for the trees. You know, you're not really seeing what the situation is around. You're completely in the dark around something, and you react in that way. Things seem one way in a certain light, but you only need the Sun to come in to show up what's actually happening here. My analogy is always the photograph taken with maybe a Kodak or something like that, an old camera, where, you go and get the negatives developed. The Moon would be the negative copy. You see the outline of the situation, but the Sun is the fully developed copy of the picture where you see everything. So I feel that the root issue is that you guys are seeing everything here, and it's feeding through to your mental crowning thoughts being, I need to move on. I really need to move on. But it's manifesting with the Nine of Swords because you kind of know what you've got to do. You know what you've got to do, Scorpio. You're fully aware of it here in February. And it's almost something that you don't want to leave because the Nine of Swords means I feel anxious or I feel worried or I feel slight depression or slightly sad about a situation here. Okay? So you kind of know what you've got to do, but your mental and emotional state says, I don't really want to do it. Because we've got two very positive cards in a way. Six of Swords can be positive, definitely, because it is a positive card. Because it means that you're trying. You're trying to move on. Even if you're still at that midsection, that intersection, which we can see here. There are 3 swords behind her, 3 swords in front. So she's still surrounded by her thoughts here. But they're not blocking her view. She knows what's what. And so she's decided, I'm going to move forward regardless of this. I know exactly what's going on. I know what's behind me. I know what's in front of me. I still know that there's work to do, which is really what the Six of Swords for me is about. There is still cleansing and work to do. And for every day you are going through a situation, it makes it more apparent to you that you've still got to try and cleanse yourself of a certain energy. So the Six of Swords is no remedy, immediate remedy for anything. All right? And that's because the root issue here, something has become very, very clear to you in February 2017. The problem is, as a result of trying to move on, mentally, crowning thoughts are, yes, I want to move on. I want to move forward now. I'm still, though, at that intersection, that midway. And as a result of that, I'm upset here. I'm worried. I feel really down because the root issue is the sun. Something's become very, very apparent to me here. Very apparent and very clear. And I need to deal with this and I'm finding it difficult. What's happening around your present situation? What are your crowning thoughts around that? Well, there we go, the Three of Swords. Some of you guys are still in this thing off the broken heart. Three of Swords means pain. So crowning thoughts, ideas around the present situation are that you're feeling some hurt here. You've got the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords means to feel pain. It means to feel that you've still got ideas that are affecting you, thoughts that are affecting you. We can see the swords here. We've got swords all over this reading so far. So crowning thoughts are probably still on a situation that hurt you in the past, something that really tore you apart, something that really kind of delivered a knockout blow to you, something that really just tore you in two, something that really destroyed you. I feel that a lot of you Scorpios were destroyed by a situation. It could have been that there were 3 people involved in a situation here as well. So your crowning thoughts might be on a partner, an ex-partner, and maybe the person that they went to or got with. Three of Swords is often a 3-way relationship, a love triangle, but the most bitterest of love triangles. It's where you feel sick at the thought of your ex or your boyfriend or girlfriend being with this other person, or this other person is niggling at you, or this other person is really making you feel sick, or you just want to kill the other person, or you just want to hurt the other person. So crowning thoughts in terms of the present situation are around hurt. You're still reminiscing about something, and I feel that this is something to do with the past in February. What's this manifesting as in the present? The Page of Wands. So in the present we have the Page of Wands, and it can be in the present in terms of love. Page of Wands usually yields developments, love, messages, communication, exciting turns of events. Page of Wands could also be a fire sign individual in the present with you guys, which is probably a bit younger. But Page of Wands is usually Sagittarius, Aries, Leo individual here. If any of you guys are with fire signs or have any knowledge of a fire sign, then the sun can be a Leo and this can, because it's fire. But in the present situation, there seems to be something about the delivery of a message, or sometimes when you get the Page of Wands, this is about a new relationship or the development of an exciting relationship, or the need to express or to move out of a situation. You seem to, crowning thoughts are on you've been hurt. All right, so crowning thoughts around the present situation show that you have been hurt. And what's the source of this hurt? It's a Queen of Wands. So there's another person showing here. So maybe some of you guys did experience a partner that left for another individual. Could be an Aries, Leo. She's usually an Aries or a Leo. A lot of people read her as Aries or Leo. I always read Queen of Wands as an Aries, but she can be an Aries or Leo. So maybe your crowning thoughts are around heartbreak. Somebody hurt you in the past. There was a love triangle. As a result of that, in the present, the Page of Wands shows up here. Maybe you want to communicate to someone concerning this area here. Because the root is the Queen of Wands. This communication here, the reason for this communication in the present would be a Queen of Wands. So I'm just wondering if somebody's going to be communicating with you. Because we've got in the present situation the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands can either be a new lover that's coming in, potentially in the present situation, in February 2017, younger. Fire energy, but not that serious. Or it can be a messenger. Somebody's delivering something to you. And what's the reason for the message? It's to do with the Queen of Wands. But it's moving through to your crowning thoughts being around heartbreak. Three of Swords. I'm trying to think of how that's going to work. Because if the Queen of Wands, is the root issue for the present situation. So the basis for this message is a queen, another individual here. Could be a fire sign. And it's working its way through to your crowning thoughts, being the Three of Swords. So maybe, just maybe, an ex has broken up with a particular person, because I'm wondering why there would be a message that you would be receiving here in the present, and the basis of that message would be a Queen of Wands. Because the crowning area is the Three of Swords, heartbreak, love triangle perhaps with the Three of Swords. And it's manifesting maybe that there's been a message around that heartbreak. So maybe this isn't your crowning area, maybe this isn't what you're thinking. Maybe this is the actual situation, the crowning area, the energy around what's going on in the present. Maybe there's been some heartbreak here. And therefore, as a result of that heartbreak, a message is delivered. And the basis of that message, the reason for that message, is the Queen of Wands. Now, that's not to say that she delivers the message, but it could be that maybe a partner, somebody from the past, who caused you a lot of anguish. So maybe this isn't that you're still worried. Maybe this is like, shit. But this usually means anxiety. So what are you anxious about? Are you anxious that you've received a message from someone in February 2017? Have they broken up with someone else? Is this a kind of surprise? Like, oh my God, I don't believe it. We'll find out what else is going on here. This is really interesting. Very interesting energies. I love this type of reading because it kind of like makes you think, well, how does this all work out? How does it all pan out? There's definitely, usually when you get court cards and it's not you, Scorpio, this is somebody else. But there's a message in the present, because the Page of Wands often represents a message of good news or something's being delivered to you. And the reason for that message is something about a Queen of Wands. But we can see the crowning area around this is the Three of Swords, heartbreak, severance. As a result of severance, a message is being delivered to you. And the root of that message is about a Queen of Wands. So has an ex-partner broken up with someone, and are they contacting you as a result of that? Let's have a look what your hopes and desires are. What's it crowned by? Well, the Two of Wands. So the crowning area, your ideas are the Two of Wands. And that is to, when you get the Two of Wands, it's to move forward. Choice. Making a decision here. What is the best path to go down? So I feel that mentally, usually this is the mental area, it's your thoughts and ideas, crowning area, or the energies around what's going on. So it could be that your hopes and desires are crowned by decisions that you're going to need to make in February 2017. You could go in one direction or you could go the other. So I feel that you are looking for the best route or the best path that will lead to happiness, contentment and fulfillment in February 2017, Scorpio. And what's this manifesting as in terms of what your hopes and desires are? Well, I feel that you need to walk away from something here because you've got the Eight of Cups showing up here. So you're hoping that you can break ties with the past. So I'm wondering if this is a dream state that's coming in here. Because the hopes are to turn you back on the past. And we can see that it's crowned by the Two of Wands. You've got a decision to make. Two of Wands often means, and you can see on this, which is why I like the Gilded Tarot, because of the Two of Wands card, it's clearer. It shows somebody has two directions that they can go in. Can you see? They're at a crossroads here. And they've got two areas that they could go on, two paths. But they need to make a decision what's going to be the best and the most positive and the most optimistic path that they could take. Because your desires are around that, I feel, is to start again. It's to follow your intuition. You can see that this person is facing the moon. And when you face the moon, it's about facing your intuition. It's about following your intuition. What does your soul tell you? You know, what does your deepest feelings tell you to do? Because you can see with the Eight of Cups, this person turns their back on her. You know, all the cups are downturned. So when cups are downturned in tarot, it means broken friendships. It means things that didn't work out. It means failure. It means the cup is now empty. So you're turning your back on something that doesn't have any resources to it anymore. It doesn't have any, it's not bringing you great fulfillment anymore at all. And I feel that your desire is to turn your back on it because your crowning thoughts are, I need to make a decision that serves me best. And to do that, what I desire is to turn my back emotionally. So it might be also that if somebody comes back to you here, potentially, that you can, the desire will be to let go of maybe all of the hurt. Because the Eight Cups here are downturned. This person's had a lot of hurt in a situation. So if somebody does come back to you here, we won't know until we get maybe, you know, the other areas, the last three areas most of all. If this is the case, it will be to turn your back. You're either going to be hoping if somebody comes back to you here in the present situation, that you can let bygones be bygones and follow how you truly feel with that moon card. If this isn't somebody coming back to you, then you want to let go. And what's this rooted in? The Hierophant, a commitment. And the Hierophant also says it's your set of beliefs. What do you truly believe in? What does your moral code say to you? What is the right thing? The Hierophant is all about doing the right thing. It's about following our moral code, our moral compass. It's a card of piety. It's a card of faith. It's a card of beliefs. But it's also a card of having conventional beliefs. Well, okay, somebody comes back to me, okay, but they pissed on me in the past. They treated me like a piece of shit. So am I going to be weak if I take them back? Should I follow my intuition? Should I follow my intuition and say no? Because if they've pissed on me once before, they could do it again. Or should I follow how I truly feel and just go with the flow? The Hierophant is not about feelings. It's about faith, and it's about doing what is right. It's a pious card. If you look at the image on the card, Scorpio, this is not about, you know, getting down on your knees and praying to God. This person feels he's God because he wears a hat and all the, you know, the religious imagery, you know, so he feels all very powerful in his convictions. It's a card of having convictions. And I feel that, you know, your hopes will be to follow the right path. And this is rooted in what your convictions are with that Hierophant card. Because it's feeding through to the crowning area being you need to make a decision what the right thing is to do. Do you pay attention to what is right? To what your real beliefs are? Or do you pay attention to what your feelings are saying to you? What are your expectations concerning love in February? Well, around this we can see a fight. There's been some conflict here. There's been some form of disagreement. Some hurt, some pain. You might have felt powerless. You might also feel like the victory. It depends. Five of Swords is a difficult card because you can either be this guy here or you can be the person behind, the two people behind. But I feel that, you know, this can also be somebody who stood in the way of two people being together. So your expectations are crowned by war, challenges. Okay? It could be that you experienced challenges from somebody's family, from somebody's friends. It could be that you experienced very abusive behaviour I don't feel that this was the relationship. I feel it might have been the people around the relationship that were causing problems for you, Scorpio. And what are your actual expectations? The Four of Swords in terms of love. So the Four of Swords in terms of love usually speaks of the need to take no action, but also this suggests a break. So when you get the Four of Swords, it's often where a relationship where there's no interaction. All right, so it might be that what you're actually expecting is that, you know, the crowning area is showing some form of conflict that has happened around your love lives, and therefore you might be expecting that, you know, you're going to need time. This person, it might be an air sign individual, is going to need time to make up their mind about this. They're not really willing to act as yet. They need to contemplate whether this is something worth going into again. It's a very complex situation with you guys. Because on the one side, you're the guys that are trying to walk away from something. And on the other, it's almost like somebody else is trying to think about something. But I feel this Four of Swords, in terms of your expectations, is where there is very little action concerning a certain person in February 2017. And what's that rooted in? There we go, another Five of Wands. So I feel that your expectations are not to do anything, not to take up the sword, not to act, perhaps not to communicate with somebody here. All right? It could be here that somebody's wanting to communicate with you, but they're not coming forward. Potentially, we won't know until the last cards. But what you're expecting is maybe a time of silence, reflection, contemplation, because your crowning area is showing there was some conflict here with the Five of Swords. Somebody won out at the expense of you and somebody else, I feel. And that was rooted in the Five of Wands. So perhaps there was a lot of competition around your relationship, because I feel that you need rest and respite. And the root for that is you've been through the wars. You had a very difficult situation going on here. There was a lot of fire energy, a lot of fighting around a situation here. You need rest and respite from that. Let's have a look at what the hidden factors are. What could be coming in for some of you guys? February going into March, I would say. Well, the crowning area shows the Hermit. So this is what you don't know. So this can't be your thoughts or your ideas or aspirations. This must be somebody else. The Hermit, as the energy around what's coming in, could show that somebody is reevaluating a situation. The Hermit often shows up where somebody is doing a lot of deep thinking and introspection around a situation. It's very like the Four of Swords here. So this person might be trying to seek clarity. They might be trying to find the answers to what to do with that Hermit card. It could be the energies around this person might be that they're lonely, that they've not been in a relationship for quite some time. But usually the Hermit can show up when somebody is actually doing a bit of a re-evaluation act. It usually shows when somebody wants to come back in terms of love sometimes. Let's have a look what the actual thing is that you're not seeing in terms of love. Well, there is an opportunity that will be presented to some of you guys. You've got the Ace of Pentacles. When you get the Ace of Pentacles, this is an opportunity. So the crowning areas are showing the Hermit. So it could be a Virgo individual coming in. It doesn't have to be, but this can also be somebody who's been evaluating love. They might have been re-evaluating you. And what you're not seeing is that they'll want to offer you an opportunity. Ace of Pentacles often means a rock solid opportunity, i.e. would you like to go out for a meal? I.e. would you like to go out for a drink? I.e. I want us to have a proper chat about this. I want to kind of, see where we can go with something here. And what's the root issue for this opportunity? King of Pentacles. This is the person here who wants to. We're getting a lot of King of Swords in the readings. And if you guys who know a King of Pentacles, this is it, potentially, for you. It looks like there's a King of Pentacles here. And he or she, earth sign, can also be a fire, sword sign as well. Air sign. Just depends. Sometimes I'm reading the sword signs. People are saying it's an Aquarius and they're saying, well, no, this is a Taurus actually for me. King of Pentacles is a Taurus usually. But it seems to me what you're not seeing is somebody wants to offer you an opportunity. And the root of that opportunity is a king. It's showing the person I feel here who wants to offer the opportunity. Because this person's crowning area is they're reevaluating a situation here. So I feel that this King of Pentacles, because it's reevaluation here, the crowning area, this person's doing a lot of thinking about you. Hermit means to think, a lot of introspection. It's feeding through to what you're not seeing is this person wants to offer you an opportunity. Ace of Pentacles. And the root of that opportunity, the reason for offering you the opportunity is because they're the King of Pentacles. They're loyal. Okay, they're in it for the long haul. They don't give up that easily. This is somebody around you coming in, potentially Scorpio, but they're not showing their hand just yet. I feel that in the present, this person wants to send a message because it's crowned by that they've been heartbroken or they've had severance or a separation. And the reason for that separation is a Queen of Wands. So I feel that this person's broken up with someone potentially, and that's why they're coming back to you here. Okay. This Hermit card can also say something to do with the number 9, 9 weeks. I don't think it's 9 months too long, but 9 weeks maybe. Could even be 9 days, but, you know, we'll see. Let's have a look at what should be occurring for you guys in terms of your love lives in February, in the immediate future sort of thing. Well, it's crowned by the Five of Pentacles, so it shows that you're still going to be apart from someone. Five of Pentacles often shows, usually, you know, Five of Pentacles is a difficult card enough because it's usually about financial instability, but this is a love reading. So when you get Pentacles in terms of love, it's what's actually taking shape. It's actually what you're going to be experiencing because the Pentacles are about what's forming. Okay, so I feel that you're still going to be distant. The crowning areas are still showing distance with a particular person here, Scorpio, Five of Pentacles. And what's the actual immediate future showing? The Eight of Wands. It could be because of the crowning area is distance. It might be the Eight of Wands, that things remain up in the air. This card can definitely show when things remain up in the air, but it can also show messages. I want to see what the Eight of Wands is rooted in, why we've got the Eight of Wands. Oh my God, the Two of Cups. Ooh, okay, let me see. This is really interesting. Well, around the immediate future, we've got two people who are out in the card, but it only shows one person, so it shows distance. The crowning area, or the energies, are showing some distance. But it's manifesting as the Eight of Wands, okay, in the immediate future. And they're contra cards, because one shows slowness, lack of energy with the Five of Pentacles, and one shows fast space, speed. Could it be that because of distance, Five of Pentacles, somebody's wanting to send you a message? Perhaps because they feel the same way that you do, the Two of Cups. They want to communicate. Two of Cups is a card about I want to communicate with you. You can see two people speaking here. So it could be that somebody wants to send you a message because they want to communicate, Two of Cups. And that's feeding through to the crowning area. There's been distance here. You've not seen each other in a long time. So there could be communication coming in from this individual here in February, potentially. But it could also, please be aware, this Eight of Wands can also mean things remain up in the air. But then, to me, we've got contra cards all over this bitch, man. Seriously. Because the reason for these messages is the Two of Cups. Somebody's in love with you here, Scorpio, I feel. Somebody may be in love with you with that Two of Cups. Because there's usually when you get these are called stationary cards here. And this should show the reason for why the thing is the way it is here. So if these are messages, then it's because of the Two of Cups. Somebody's in love with you. Somebody feels it's a twin flame thing. Somebody feels a soul connection. But the Eight of Wands can also be a lot of energy. A lot of energy. When you get the Eight of Wands, it's feelings, it's energy, it's passion that has not grounded itself yet. So whether these are messages or passion that's not grounded itself yet, the reason for that is the Two of Cups. Somebody's in love. You're both in love. There's a shared connection going on here with the Two of Cups here. And that's because you've been apart perhaps with the Five of Pentacles for quite a while. And let's have a look what the overall outcome is for February. Oh, there he is again, the bitch. Sorry. King of Swords shows up here. There's a King of Swords. The outcome is showing the energies are around a King of Swords. Geez, you did make your final, you made your mark known. We're going to get down to this anyway. I'm going to see what's going on with your twin flame soulmate shit in another reading for the month. I can't wait to get stuck into that. I need to kind of drill down into this. What the hell is going on? What's happening here? Because this man has been showing up for ages for Scorpio, but then so is this individual as well. They've both been showing up, both of them. More than any of the other readings, you get these two people, King of Pentacles and King of Swords. So what's going on here? It looks like this reading is trying to speak for all of you guys who have got Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy around you, and all of you guys who have got a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy around you. It looks like the reading is trying to speak for both. The overall energy shows a King of Swords in the overall outcome. What is it about him or her? Well, there's a breakup here, the Tower, or a revelation. So it could be the overall energy is there's either a breakup, the Tower, or something is being revealed, or something needs to shift or change. And that's because the energies are around a King of Swords energy here, a person. Usually when you get other court cards, I mean other people. And what's the reason for the Tower? Perhaps some of you guys are needing to weigh two people up. You might be needing to weigh up a King of Pentacles and a King of Swords. Or you're just doing some kind of evaluation here. The reason for this Tower, and this could mean communication as well, it's rooted in the Two of Pentacles. You need to get something straight. You need to get something understood. You need to find some form of harmony and balance. So this might not be a breakup. This might be conversation, revelation, communication with the Tower card. Because the reason for this Tower is the Two of Pentacles. The King of Swords is the general energy. It's the crowning area. So this is the energy around why we've got the Tower here. So the King of Swords might be revealing something to you or opening something up to you here. And the reason for that is the Two of Pentacles. They've been trying to work something out about you, or work, what's the best thing to do. I've been, toing and froing whether I should speak to you or not speak to you, or so it could be the overall outcome is somebody else here. But there's somebody that wants to come back to Scorpio maybe, and this looks like a King of Pentacles to me. We're going to get quickly the reading all over again, and then we're going to draw. I think we're going to do the Romance Angels card. And I think we're going to also do healing with the angel. No, we won't do that. We're going to do the Psychic Tarot Heart. We'll do these two. As well. I think we will do healing. It looks like some of you guys need some healing as well for some reason. So we're going to do the healing cards as well. Mental and emotional crowning areas, you are kind of caught between a rock and a hard place. You're trying to move forward, but there's something still keeping you back with that Six of Swords. It seems to be causing you to worry with the Nine of Swords, because I feel the root issue is the Sun. And the Sun can mean somebody who means a great deal to you, somebody who still kind of stands out to you, somebody who was very, very inspirational to you, somebody who was a leader, very good looking, very charismatic. They really kind of got you where they want you. That's what the Sun type energy is. But it can also say that something maybe has become very, very apparent to you with the Sun card. In the present situation, the crowning areas, or the energies around the present situation for you, are showing some form of severance, heartache. As a result of this, there's a message that could be coming to some of you guys. And the reason for that message is a Queen of Wands, sorry. So is she delivering the message to you? Or has somebody broken? The severance here is the crowning area, and the reason for that severance is the Queen of Wands. So did somebody break something up with the Queen of Wands, or did the Queen of Wands break up with an ex of yours or something? And is that why in the present it looks like somebody wants to deliver a message to you, because there's been severance with somebody else? Your hopes and desires for February 2017, Scorpio, are to, perhaps for some of you, leave the past behind, detach yourself emotionally, follow your intuition with the Eight of Cups. The crowning area seems to show that you have a decision to make. There's two paths that you could go down with this Two of Wands here that will lead to success. And it's manifesting that whatever path you take, your hopes will be that you can leave either the past behind, or you can follow a better route, something that leads to something better for you. Because the root issue is the Hierophant, and you're following your own wisdom. your own self-belief, what the right thing is to do. Okay, this isn't about a commitment. This is about you guys following what the right thing is to do for you. All right? There's no emotion here with you guys at all. You're literally kind of trying to cut yourself off emotionally because you're saying, you know what, actually, I'm done with this shit. I've had enough. You can see that you're tired of it here in the mental and emotional state. This is somebody else who wants to do something in the present situation. This isn't you. This is someone else. Because your energies around your hopes and desires is completely different to what's going on here. Somebody wants to talk to you here with the Page of Wands. And that's because they've probably had severance. Could be with the Queen of Wands here. So they're ready to talk here. They're done with someone and now they're ready to talk to you. But you, Scorpio, your hopes and desires are to move on. You don't know this yet though, and this is why your hopes and desires are to move on with the Eight of Cups. Because the crowning area shows that you've got two ways that you could do this. Two routes that you could go about this here. And it's rooted in your own self-belief. Your own sense of self. What's the right thing to do? This person shit on me. This person did this, did that, did the other. And you know what? I'm done with it. I've got to follow what is right for me now. I've got to stop being so emotional. And I've got to be far more intelligent about this situation, and I've got to follow, why would I want to go for someone who crapped on me in the past? Why do I want to go for someone who treated me like shit in the past? Why would I do that? That's the type of ideology, thinking that a Hierophant would have. That's the kind of advice that a friend would give you. If somebody hurt you in the past, they'd be like, well, why do you want to go back to that? Are you mad? So you're following what is right. You're not following the emotion of a situation now in your hopes and desires. You're following what is right. What you expect is to have a time of peace. Four of Swords. Inner reflection, time out, pause, break for some of you guys from relationships with the Four of Swords. Because around this situation there has been a fight. Maybe somebody got in the way, and it could be that Queen of Wands maybe, got in the way of you being with somebody here. Maybe this was this individual here. Because the Five of Swords can also be where somebody, this person here, has destroyed two others. So they've got in the way of these two people here. So it could be, I need peace. I don't need this shit. I don't need this shit. This person here wants to come back to some of you Scorpios because he or she is done with somebody else. Or they're done with them. And they're thinking, okay, right now I'm going to come to this person now. This situation is done with. It's over. I'm going to go back to Scorpio now. I'm going to go back to this person now. Because I'm done with this, and maybe I want something more solid with Scorpio. We know that Scorpios are the real deal. We know when it comes, I'm a Scorpio too, so I know what I'm like as a person. Alright, just giving you a bit of information about me. I'm Scorpio, so I'm a tough bitch basically. I'm sorry I'm swearing, I do apologise, but I'm a tough cow. I really, really am. And I know certainly for myself, if I ever went through a situation with that like that, thank goodness this isn't me. I know how I would be dealing with it. I know I would be this Hierophant here. I know I would be this. This would be me. And this is what Scorpios are. So for you guys that are resonating with this, you already know what you want to do. Because you had the conflict. You had that conflict, Scorpio. And you want peace and respite. You're expecting a time of peace. You don't want any drama at all. You had it. You're done with it. You dealt with it. You had enough of it. It's like, no, forget it. 2017. And it's funny because your live spread reading also showed something like this, that some of you guys were done. And you've got to focus on yourself and your careers and making yourself happy and healthy. It showed it in your love section of your live spread. So some of you guys are really focusing on who you are in 2017. You're not letting any bugger that hurt you in the past get in the way of anything. No matter how much you're thinking about that person, you're not allowing it to happen to you. This is why you're upset here, because you know what you've got to do. It's already telling you, the sun. You completely know what you've got to do. Somebody hurt you here. Somebody got in the way of you and someone else. And it's probably this Queen of Wands. So you want peace. You're expecting a time of no more drama. Because the reason for that is the Five of Wands. The reason for your expectations being the Four of Swords is the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands shows conflicts and competition. You want to break from this and this. You've got two nasty fives here. Five of Swords, Five of Wands. Not great cards to get. They show war and fighting. We can also say that in your expectations, Five of Wands is you went through a time of war. Still shows war no matter what. It feeds through to your crowning area being, you know, you've come out of this now. You're done with it. People are in the past, and therefore it's manifesting as what you're expecting as a time of peace. So you're done with war. No matter how you want to see those cards, you're done with it. What you're not seeing, though, is that there is somebody probably thinking about you, because you've got a Hermit card showing here. This is somebody who's reevaluating a situation. As a result of their reevaluation, they want to make you an offer. They want to offer you an opportunity out for a drink or something solid. And the reason for that opportunity, the root of that opportunity, is coming from a King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn individual. He's looking up, if you can see, straight up to the, where is he? Yeah, he's looking straight across at the Two of Cups, and he's looking straight up to the Eight of Wands. So this person here wants to send you a message because they're in love. They're looking at you because they can see a connection is still there. Can you see those cards together? How the King of Pentacles, this is why I like using this deck, because the pictures again are very clear and you can see where the cards are facing. Tarot interaction is very, very important. King of Pentacles wants to offer you this opportunity, Scorpio. He's looking across at the Two of Cups. He's got his eye on a relationship with you, on talking to you, on communicating with you, and we can see he's looking up to the Eight of Wands. He wants to send you a message. He or she wants to send you a message because they're still in love. They can see you two together. That's what this King of Pentacles can see. Look at the tarot interaction of those cards. What's coming in? Crowning area is showing that there is distance between you and this person here. However, it's manifesting as somebody who wants to break that distance with the Eight of Wands because they're still in love, and we know that this is a King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is looking directly over at the Two of Cups and the Eight of Swords. This person wants to send you the message. The overall outcome shows, though, the overall energy is a King of Swords. The King of Swords in the overall outcome, the energies around this person are showing that what's going to come in overall is the Tower. Could be a breakdown of a relationship. It could also be that this person here is revealing something to you. Perhaps because the root is they've been trying to work out how they feel. They've been trying to weigh things up. It's a very interesting reading. It's shown lots of components. I feel that for some of you guys, it's almost like it's for the Scorpios that I've been reading through 2016, who were looking at King of Pentacles, and for the Scorpios who are who've had something to do with an Aquarius or a Gemini or an air sign individual. It's almost like it's for the both of you here that's showing up. All right, so for you guys who resonate with a earth sign individual, somebody wants to get in contact with you in February. I don't think they do. It's not showing it. For some of you guys who resonate maybe with an air sign, there could be some communication. I never say absolutely 100%, but there could be some communication coming in from this individual. This person is heavily interested. Tarot isn't always a breakup. Sometimes it's about we need to, break the bow. We need to talk about this. So some of you guys could be communication with an air sign, and for some of you guys, I feel an earth sign wants to come back. We're going to get the angel reading. We're at 54 minutes. Let's see what the angel romance cards have to say to you firstly. Universe Spirit, what is the advice that you have from the Angel's Romance card for Scorpio in February 2017? What is the advice that you have for Scorpio? Show me the advice that you have for Scorpio in February 2017 regarding their love lives. Show me. Retreat. That's the first one. It's time to disconnect from the world. Let's have a look. The romance angels see that your love life blossoms as you spend time alone with your partner or by yourself. It appears that you've become confused or conflicted by other people's advice. It's time for you to disconnect so that you can better hear your own feelings and opinions. And maybe this is what it is, the weighing up of the situation here, and that needs resolved with the Tower. The Tower means to resolve a situation. Seems to be around the King of Swords. If you're in a partnership, spending time together apart from others will renew your commitment and take it to the next level. This could mean taking a vacation, going on a nature hike, enjoying a long drive, or turning off the phones and computer as you both enjoy a quiet afternoon at home. The painting on this card is also indicates a honeymoon, which could be the literal message. So there may be a deepening of commitment for a new or serious relationship. If you're currently single, this card may indicate an upcoming engagement, wedding or renewal of vows. These activities are more meaningful as you spend time alone with your partner. If you're presently single, this card guides you to spend time by yourself, meditating upon, and I feel that this is what it was saying, what you're expecting is to meditate, to take time out for yourself, Scorpio. Meditating upon your true feelings and thoughts. Be sure to take action based on any intuitive guidance. This strengthens your energy, which helps you rapidly attract and manifest your loving partner. And I do feel that you are going through a time of introspection. I really, really do. Seriously. And this is what it was saying. It's a time for introspection. Not jumping in. If any one of these guys or girls comes back to you, it's best not to jump into it. Because you still need to do a bit of healing, I feel, over a situation here. Let's have a look what the healing with the... Because I feel that some of you guys do need some healing based on this expectation here. You've been through the wars and you do need healing. Let's have a look what the healing cards say, Scorpio. Universe Spirit, what advice do you have in terms of healing? What is the advice card you have for healing for Scorpio around their love lives in the month of February 2017? Show me. Oh, soulmate. That's just come up, and let's have a look what that says. Your heart yearns for a big love. Since you are on the spiritual path, you desire a partner with a similar philosophy and common interests. Can you have great passion in spiritual companionship with the same person? This card confirms that your answer is yes. By drawing this card, your angels ask you to trust in and follow their lead. Your angels have heard your prayers for a great love and they guide you to take steps to manifest this desire. If you are in a current relationship, your angels ask you to release this partnership to them. In that way, they can help elevate your relationship to a soulmate level or help you to gently end it so that your new love may appear. And maybe that's what needs to go on here as well with the King of Swords, severance. Either way, they will closely assist you and give you clear steps to take. So you know what, Scorpio, you are on your way to manifesting definitely a soulmate, but I feel that you guys are really kind of taking control. You have taken your power back. You can see it here in your expectations and also in your hopes and desires. Both areas here are so strong. I mean, really, really strong. I mean, this is no pissing about with Scorpio in these areas. It really is a strong area for you. So strong. Your expectations are to take time out, meditate, think, get yourself back into sync, harmonise yourself, get your equilibrium back, get your strength back, and your hopes and desires are to relinquish ties with anything that wasn't serving you, because it's based on the knowledge of the Hierophant, advice from others, but also advice from your own soul, what you see to be the right thing to do. Because the crowning areas are, I have two ways I can go. I can either stick with this energy of still wanting someone back, or I can move on to a better path. And in order to do that, I desire to let something go because it's based on what I know. It's based on my own intelligence, my own morality, what I consider to be the right or wrong thing to do. It's based on messages, signs from the angels, from the universe, from God. And therefore you're expecting to take time out. Because, to be honest with you, this can also be, well, I won the damn war anyway. I've overcome this bullshit here. I let go. This person has one at the expense of two. So the two people could be the Queen of Wands and this individual, either King of Swords or King of Pentacles. I've let these two people go. They can do whatever they want. Because the root issue is, maybe you guys have been like so jarring over this as well with the Five of Wands. You've still been holding on to some shit about a partner going off with someone else or something like that. But you know what they say? You look for a bus, nothing comes along. As soon as you forget about the bus coming along, 100 come along. So as soon as you guys let go of a situation, somebody wants to come back here. Somebody wants to come back, and there's some conversation or something you need to resolve with the King of Swords energy in February. You are attracting in a soulmate here. Could be the King of Pentacles, potentially. Who knows? But you need to feel good about yourself before this person can really come back in, Scorpio. And we're going to get your last card as well here for February 2017. Remember, you've got the Twin Flame Soulmate reading coming up. So we're going to find out who your actual Twin Flame and Soulmate is. And that's sitting right next door to this reading. So Universe Spirit, give me a final card. What is the advice that you have for Scorpio in terms of love in the month of February 2017. What is the advice that you have for Scorpio in terms of love for February 2017? Show me. Teach. Let's have a look what that means. See if we can get this card. Should have really found out which area that is in. So teach says, although the name of this card is teach, it brings the dual energies of both teaching and learning. You have much wisdom to offer regarding affairs of the heart. This wisdom has been gained through all your joys and your sorrows. At this time, there may be an opportunity to assist someone regarding a friendship relationship. That person may even be you. When the opportunity arises, remember the shepherd, one who gently guides his sheep along the desired path. Use that same gentleness in guiding yourself or others. There may also be an opportunity to learn right now. This could take place in many ways, through conversations, observations, or even reflection. Take a moment to reflect on what you have already learned about your relationships and what you still want or need to understand. Then seek a teacher who will help you arrive at that understanding. The downside of the teacher card is when our teachers want us to blindly follow their direction in relationships. This often leads to restrictions and disappointment. These teachers come in many forms: family, friends, society, and so on. If a relationship is not going smoothly, maybe it's time to examine the beliefs you hold about a relationship, and that's why you've got the Hierophant here. Are they truly your beliefs, or have you unintentionally accepted beliefs of others, beliefs that no longer serve you? So affirmation is, in matters of the heart, I offer what I know, learn what I don't know, and remain true to myself. And it's funny, because the traditional tarot archetype is the Hierophant. So this is actually the Hierophant. This is about you guys paying attention to your own inner wisdom and what you've learned. And I feel that this comes through this. This is why in your hopes and desires, you have two paths that you can follow. It is based on the teachings of the Hierophant. And I feel it's your own teachings. You've taught yourself something. It's about self-speak. Self-speak with the Hierophant. We speak to ourselves. We tell ourselves story. And those stories we come to believe. And I feel that because you have come to believe something here around a person, you decide to turn your back on it. You're hoping that you can turn your back on a situation. You need time out with that Four of Swords. I would say carry on this path. Carry on this path. Somebody wants to come back to you. The more that you detach, the more they want to come forward. I'm not telling you to do it for those reasons, but I'm telling you to detach a little bit more every day from a situation. You can believe that somebody is coming back to you, Scorpio. There's nothing wrong with that. But you've also, as I've said in the February reading, you've got to learn to live your own life and not invest so much in this individual. So follow your own conventionality, your own wisdom. Because sometimes when we do that, you never know what's around the corner. I don't want you to do stuff and detach from whoever it is that might have hurt you or whatever because you are afraid to believe. I don't want you to do that. And I don't want you to do it because you want someone to come back. I just want you to be happy and to do things for you in February. You've got a soulmate coming in, you're attracting this soulmate, but I feel it's through letting go. Whether this soulmate is the King of Swords or the King of Pentacles or the King of Swords, you're definitely attracting someone in. But it's through what you're teaching yourself, it's through your own knowledge. And the fact that you're taking time to think, to manifest, to retreat, to go through a period of calm and introspection. This is how you're attracting in this soulmate. Listen to the words you tell yourself, manifest on them. So if you want a true love to come in, say to the universe with the Teach card, universe, spirit, send me in a loving, sweet, wonderful, understanding partner who will love and treat me really, really well, who will care about me, I will care about him or her. We will have a wonderful life together. Speak the words. You're teaching yourself here. It's not others that you're teaching, Scorpio, it's yourself. Take time to manifest that, to think on it, to meditate on those words, because this is what's going to attract in your soulmate eventually. There's somebody that wants to come back to you here, and there's somebody also you definitely need to have a discussion with, this King of Swords person. They might come in, who knows. They're showing something of a revelation made with that Tower card. There's definitely a King of Pentacles who's looking over a relationship, Two of Cups with you. And they want to send a message with the Eight of Wands. You're attracting something in here, but it's because you're beginning to love yourself a little bit more. That's why you seem to be attracting in some form of energy. Okay, that's your reading, and I will speak to you guys soon. Take care.